Why you pull up and hop out like that and profile like that? I don't know. I'm just wild like that. I thought you knew that I get down like that. Where you been at? Now you know. And everywhere I go, I glow. Next show in the NO, holds hope I show. Oh, for sure, we be there. And that Gianni V wear. Italian mommies call me Pierre. I need concierge everywhere throughout the hemisphere. Couple Lux Bel Airs and a tough engineer thoroughbred. Northside, PHI, but close ties to them BK guys that's controlling the style. I swear to God, I shed a tear when Big died. He told me 3 words to live by. Sky's the limit. What y'all see as the ending is actually the beginning. And just to keep it a million, I'm just what the streets been missing. But you already pack heavy, never Reggie. This is all Getty. Petro, let's go. Slick Philly bitches, ill niggas, rap niggas, and cold killers. Let's go. Oh. Tell that bitch to fuck me slow. The money coming fast. She want the gas, who want the smoke. Let's go. My man.
That's what I'm talking about, Frack.
Yo, I love you, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. You already know, bro. It's all love, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Previously from the Hood Blogger.
Most shocking places because a lot of people is not going to expect it. Now, like I said, this joint is directly next door to a daycare. You know, it's a blessing that no children or anything got injured. You know what I'm talking about? Because at the end of the day, things can go left quick when them bullets start flying. Yo, this SV Twiz, the Hood Blogger. You already know how I carry it. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with the content, bro. I appreciate y'all. If y'all new to the channel, man, hit that sub button, scroll down the timeline. Y'all won't be disappointed. We on the way to 20K, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a returning viewer, bro, you ain't subbed yet, run that joint up, bro. Show some love. Let's get to 20K, man. We gonna run it live, do a cash giveaway and all of that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold it up too long. We gonna get straight into the story, bro. This was at Broad Onley, man, February 15, 2009. A lot of y'all remember this, and this was at a situation where within 16 months, bro, I believe like 6 cops got their lives taken in the city of Philly. That's a lot of cops, bro, and you know what I'm saying, in a 16-month period. You know, Philly was off the chain back then. I know a lot of people talk about the drill era and all that, but back then, you know, cops was getting torched left and right, bro. And we just gonna get into this story, bro. This is about, you know what I'm saying, the Philly officer that got his life taken at Broad and Onley, bro, right in the middle of the intersection. February 15th, 2009. It is my sad duty to report the death of the Philadelphia officer John Palowski, who got his life taken in the line of duty today, February 13th. Commissioner Charles Ramsey said as he began his press conference, 25-year-old John Palowski got his life taken Friday night at approximately 8:44 p.m. Despite wearing a bulletproof vest at about 8:20 p.m., Officer Palowski and his partner, Officer Klein, responded to a call pertaining to a person with a weapon at Broad and Onley. From what the witnesses have now said, there was a disturbance at that location, Ramsey went on to say. The disturbance, according to officials, including one individual threatening another, described as a cab driver, asking the other how much money he had. The suspect has been identified as Rashid Scruggs. During the fight, the cab driver said he was going to call the police, and Scruggs responded, "If you call the police, I'ma air you out. And I'm gonna air any officers out that respond to the scene." So bro was on live wire time. He told bro, as he was getting in the argument with the cab driver, that he was gonna air him out, and if he called the cops, any cops come up, you know, he gonna throw it at them too. Homicide Captain James Clark said at the news conference Saturday, when the police arrived, they asked Scruggs to take his hands out of his long jacket he was wearing, but he did not comply, Clark said. Then he let off several shots from a ratchet inside his jacket. So obviously he must have had that thing in his pocket and just, you know, let it rip through the pocket. Palowski's, whose wife is expecting the couple's first child, was hit several times, including one that struck him above the vest and another that hit him in his side. He fired the single shot before he went down, so the officer was able to let off one before he hit the ground. 2 other officers began firing at the suspect, hitting him several times. Scruggs remained in critical condition at a hospital and was charged with first degree. He was charged with an attempt and other counts, police said. So he got hit 7 times, bro, by the cops, and he survived that still. So, as him recovering in the hospital, he was sick at that point in time. I know some people say they'd rather, be judged by 12 than carried by 6, but at that type of time right there, he just, torched the cop and all that. Your life is over either way. We're just deeply, deeply sad, and we lost another officer who got their life taken on our streets, Commissioner Ramsey said. Scruggs had a lengthy rap sheet including arrests for juxes, auto thefts, and firearms violations, police said. He served 5 years upstate in prison from 1997 to 2002 and then violated his parole and served 6 more months. He also had an open case for auto theft. It makes absolutely no sense that we've got people with this mindset walking the streets, not only endangering police officers, but the public at large. Ramsey said, lock them up, throw away the key. There are some people who are just not salvageable, period. A .357 was recovered at the scene. 7 rounds of ammunition were found in the suspect's pocket, as well as some crack. This is a very sad night in the city. We are all mourning the death of Officer Palowski, Mayor Nutter said. Officials say Palowski transferred from the 6th district to the 35th district because he wanted to be even busier during his work time. As I talked about on the last video with the guy that ran up in the check cashing place, this is also literally down the street. Broad Onley to the 35th is walking distance. So, it don't take long for cops to respond. Truthfully, most of the time, it's already cops on foot floating up there, or they either park right there on Onley. Palowski leaves behind his wife Kim and 3 of his brothers and sisters and his parents. Officer Palowski was a 5.5-year veteran of the Philadelphia Police Department. So, they pretty much talking about all the officers that got their life taken. But when we sit up and we think about this story, bro, what was this all over, bro? Like, an argument with a cab driver, bro? Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, especially if it's tight at that time, we talking about, what was this, 2009, bro? I don't know if they still got him, but we know Broad Onley was flooded with hack drivers. He probably was a hack cab driver. You know what I'm saying? He probably was a hack cab driver, because those of y'all that know, y'all remember, it used to be 4 or 5 old heads right there at the corner of Broad Onley doing their little hack thing and all of that. But my whole situation is, he ruined his life and took a life for no reason, because he ended up pleading guilty, and he apologized for it and said, he was basically high when it happened. So you was just tripping, bro. You threw it all away for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why at the end of the day, youngest, man, stay focused, bro. Don't let a bad day make you make a bad decision. It only take 3 seconds to throw your whole life away, man. But like I said, Broad Onley is a real busy intersection. And it was crazy because I remember the news was going crazy, and the city was so hot around this time, bro. That's why a lot of people, if y'all think about it, you know what I'm saying, the guys from Philly, man, think about how overcrowded State Road was at that time, bro. They used to have, it was automatically 3 to a hut, and then you go over to CF, they had the multi-purpose cells open. They had 4 to a hut in there. And that's because with all of these cops that was getting hit out there, John, they was doing a lot of just hopping out on random people and bucking you, bro. So whether you had a warrant or just happened to be dirty and just walking, your rights would get violated, but they'd end up catching you with something or finding something else, and they was just, booking everybody, man. But this SB Twiz the Hood blogger, man, make sure y'all stay tuned. I got some serious heat on the way, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to switch it up. We got interviews and all that about to drop real soon, man. This SB Twiz the Hood blogger. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Keep those requests coming. Y'all know how we carry it.